going to see today one of the very important features of sheets, which is filters. The filters are used to survey data or to analyze data or to look inside the data to extract some conclusions or to find some more deep investigation of the data, because in the sheets you record data, then you need to make analysis for this data, and filters are the very important thing to make data. So you can make filter for the complete sheet if you like. For example, if you click here and say data, create a filter. Okay, so now we have a filter for all the sheets from here, but we need a filter for a specific area. So either you make Ctrl-Z undo, or again data remove filter. So that's how to apply and remove a filter. Simply, if you clicked only, for example, this 4 columns or 5 columns, and then you select from here data, create a filter, so 2 things happened. The data is applied here, and they're called the labels of the data columns. That's the day, the date, the product units, and so on. So that's the labels, and automatically it detected how far my data extends up to row 22, and then it applied the filter to this range of data only, because it can see automatically that the remaining of the file is empty. So it applies data automatically to my range. Of course, in our training courses, which you will find the link in the description of this video, we tell you how to make a function to apply and remove filters, and with colors and so on, so you don't forget a filter when you apply one. So here you can find some useful data from a production place, with production with the day of the week and the dates and the produced units and the operator group. And for example, some of the data, you can have hundreds of data, but for example, we selected one of the data like the average temperature. So if now I selected from here the day, and then you click on this symbol here, like the antenna one, you can find here the first things, that's the filter, but you can find the first things is sort, to make sorting increasing order, A to Z or Z to A in a reverse order. And you got also the sort by color if you have coloring inside the cells. Okay, so why we have sorting? Because sometimes when you make the filter, you need also to see the data filter, so you can apply the two together. We'll have one session for sorting, what to do with sorting and how to apply it and so on. We'll have it in a separate video. Today we are going to focus only on the filters. So you can filter by color if you have any colors. So we have none only because you don't have colors here. Sometimes when you take automated conclusions, as we described, use automated conclusions and so on, so you mark dates blue, red, green, yellow, and so on, so you can filter with color. So if there are multiple colors here, you can select any color to filter with. Also filter by condition and filter by values, which is the open one here. So if you close this one here, you can find that you need to select which one. Filter by values. Now that's all the values available here, which are the 7 days of the week. So they are all selected. If you need to select one of them only, you can make clear. So all the selections are removed. And then, for example, I need to select only the operation days, the Monday operation days. Okay. And then I press OK. Then you can find only that Mondays are coming alone, and which operation group was working on Mondays, and the production and the temperature which they used to produce this production. Okay, that's one of the filters. Simply you come here and then you can make select all, so you will turn all the data. If you make select all, you will have all the data returned back. Okay, that's one of the filters. If we come to this column, for example, and then you can filter with a condition, and then you have many conditions here. So you can select, for example, dates, because that column is for dates, so you can select dates. So you can select date is after, and then you put one of the dates here. For example, I will select exact date, and then you need to put a value for the year. For example, I will select 01 of March 2030, because now we are in the year 2030. So, and then OK. Then you can find only after the dates after the 1st of March 2030. Of course, 2030 is a few years ahead, but we expect that we are in 2030 and we're still using goggles and sheets. So that's one of the benefits. And then you can, now after you can select some value out of the results. Now the list of the values is only for the results which appeared to you. Okay, now I need to clear my filter. Then you come here and none. Okay, and then OK. Now the filter is cleared. Of course, you can directly go to remove the filter and apply it once more. So you can apply any of these filters to any of these columns, so as the dates, the production units. So you need production units between certain values, above certain values, which operation group, and which temperature, and so on. It depends on the data what you like. So there's another one very important thing, that you can apply this filter using a function. We had spoken before about the function. So if there is a filter function, so I can say filter, and then you open a bracket here, so you can select all the area you need to filter directly from here, okay, and then comma, then the condition of the filter. That's the area where we are going to apply the filter, all the columns we need. The condition is applied on only one column, so you need to select only one column, and in the same, now with the same number of rows. What do this mean? I will tell you in a moment. For example, I will select column D, so I will select D, and I need to start from the column 4, from row 4, which is the beginning of my area, up to shift, okay, and then D24, okay, and this when it is equal to group P, for example, so I will select when this is equal to D, okay, and then I close my bracket, press enter. Then you can see that it automatically brought here my data. So this is the data only when group P was working. So simply you can easily format it from here. Okay. So we managed to make a filter. To take a group of the data filtered outside the data. So you can leave the data itself intact, and then you can make filter in an area beside it. So I hope now you had an idea about the filters, how they are applied. As I told you, if there are some colors, you can apply the filtering with coloring. For example, if I selected this one and I use it, we didn't see this, so I put this here red or orange, any color, and then I applied another filter here to the filtered data. For example, I will add here data. So because I have already filtered, so I will remove the original filter, and then I will apply a filter here, because you cannot apply two filters in the sheet. Then create a filter. Now this area is only filtered, and now sort by color, filter by color, the field color. Now you have an option to select the field color, which is orange, and then it comes to you only the filter. So now we have seen how to make a formula, how to make it using select one of the data as the base of the filter, how to select multiple columns, how to make the filter data outside the area, and how even to filter with colors. You can find link in the description box for our services that we can supply through Fiverr, for our courses about sheets and AbsScript and many other very important stuff for the online or the digital work. And you can find on our channel free stuff, a lot of material about sheets and many other digital stuff. See you in coming videos.